Let's move on to David Lammy's Ask Me Anything. Tessa Jowl, you have the first question.
My question for David is, will you join my campaign, David, to ban sexist adverts on the tube?
Absolutely. Unfortunately, we're living in a London where sexual assaults are up, where rape is up. I asked the Prime Minister a question, the last Prime Minister's questions about this. I'm very concerned that our refuge centres, their funding are being cut for women, and the support that women get with domestic violence is being cut. But an environment in which it is acceptable to have posters on the tube that objectify women, that challenge, if you like, women's confidence, and frankly have airbrushed images of women that are not actually, anatomically likely or correct, is absolutely something that, Tessa, you're right to champion. I saw you in the Standard yesterday. 100% I'm with you.
Just a quick question on that, Tessa. What about the scantily clad men on all of these posters? You don't mention them.
Well, I think that, I think body image is particularly an issue for young women, and it's something, and older women actually, and it's something.
Especially for men too.
No, but it's. I'm sure that's right. It's something that I have campaigned on for 15 years, and was part of getting the double, much more regulation of the model industry, and it's I've had so much rubbish today from men who think it's all a bit of a laugh, but actually it causes distress, undermines the confidence of young women.
What's your question to David?
Well, my question's about tuition fees, to be honest. You talk a lot about equality, I know you mean it, but how do you equate your passion for equality with being part of the ministerial team which introduced tuition fees?
Diane, I have heard you say this, and I chose not to correct you, but because you've raised it today, I think I ought to. You will recall, because you supported me and helped me become a Member of Parliament, that I came into Parliament in 2000. I was a young pup in Parliament when tuition fees was
the increases.
I was not a minister.
But what about the tuition fee increases?
There were no tuition fee increases whilst I was the minister. What there was a review about what should happen to tuition fees, and as you know, the Tories came in with the coalition and made their decision. So it's incorrect that. My view is that we had a huge opportunity. We just had a crash to actually we had a tripartite arrangement. We had the state paying, we had the university contributing, and we had the student contributing. What the Tories did was they took the student out of it, they took the state out of it effectively, and they took the university out of it, and the student was paying everything. What we could have done was actually introduced a levy on business, on the banks, and actually we would have reduced it.
Because everyone knows at the time.
I don't know if I'd have got it past Mandelson, but that was my view.
All the talk then was that if Labour had got back, there would have still have been tuition fees. But let's go on to Sadiq Khan's question.
David, you and I have been mates for more than 20 years. You've got a more famous mate than me and Barack Obama, famously. Well, what characteristics do you think the rest of us have with your mate Barack Obama?
Another softball question.
Well, I can tell you that... and I know Barack Obama because I went to Harvard and became a friend through the alumni, that just like you, Sadiq, he is from an ordinary, humble background, and to get to where he's got to, he's had to work very, very hard. And we disagree sometimes on policy, but when I look at you, I see someone who's worked damn hard to get to where he's got to. And I know you want to be mayor, and I can feel the force of it. I want to be mayor too, and it's been fantastic to see you really fight your corner over the last 2 weeks.
Let's have a group hug, shall we?
I've just spent 12 years sitting on a sofa with a Tory, 50 weeks of the year.
Sort of a Tory.
So I'm not bad with Tories, and I think it'll help me getting voters in the outer London boroughs.
You can't just rely on name recognition, because
I'm not.
Name recognition is double.